Bruce, New York real estate salesperson and realtor. Doing another video here. Thank you so much for checking me out. This video is going to be a very, very important one. Please listen closely. I think I'm going to provide a lot of valuable information. I'm going to talk today about hiring a real estate attorney, some suggestions that I might have, and how to go about doing it. So, to start the show, the real estate agent is always your first point of contact, right? So, you ask your friends, you ask your family members, your colleagues, co-employees, associates, neighbors, whatever have you, hey, can you recommend a good real estate related attorney? That's fine. You can do stuff like that, no problem. But definitely please include your agent in that discussion, because every agent has a list of attorneys. Mine is a little bit of a shorter list. I have a handful of them that I can recommend that I feel perfectly comfortable with. I can expand that list if needed, but there's a handful of them that I really, really like, that I think do a great diligence for my clientele, keep the deal moving well, they're highly communicative with everybody involved, and I would recommend them with raving reviews. Definitely ask your real estate agent if they can make any suggestions for you, because we're not going to recommend anyone, at least as far as I would suggest, we're not going to give you anybody that's not really, really good. Okay? So once you have some names and you're making some calls to the attorney or emailing them, take notice to their availability and how quickly they respond to you and how detail oriented they are in the responses. If you do an outreach and they take 3 or 4 or 5 days to get back to you, with a consult or a brief discussion on what they can offer, that's not necessarily very good, and that could tell you that, hey man, this might be a law group that's a little bit slow on the responses, and that could really hold up your deal and hurt you. Communication is very, very important, and any attorney that I recommend would probably be able to get back to the client either right away if they have some availability, or the same day. The paralegal could call back. There's other attorneys on staff that could call back. Like, somebody's going to be there that's available to talk to you, same day. And that's very, very important. Communication is imperative. So I would pay attention to that. I would ask them, same things I always ask: how many years have you been in the business? How many years have you been serving these local markets here, right? If they have a website, go on the website, check it out. If they have testimonials, check them out. If they are on Google or Yelp and have ratings, check them out. All the same stuff that I would recommend to any other real estate related professional. I would say definitely look into them, right? If your agent is referring you, or is referring the attorney, ask the agent, say, hey, why do you refer this particular attorney? Like give me some stories of some things that they've done for your past clients that that you like. Maybe the agent will come back and say, hey man, I had a deal that was really on the rocks, and this attorney saved the day. They're really, really awesome. They get along great with everybody. Me personally, I don't really like aggressive, loud, piercing attorneys, because in real estate, that can be a huge turnoff to the other side. It can be a huge turnoff to the agents, and to the opposing clientele, because we're not always acting in opposition at every level, right? We're trying to get a deal done together, and to get an attorney that is, I want one that's forthright and aggressive in their work and does a great background review on everything going on and is with it. I want that. But I don't want a very knockout punch, hard-hitting attorney that rubs everyone the wrong way, because that can easily upset the deal and possibly upset your odds of really securing a deal on the property that you really would love to live in. So one that is stern when needed, but also is quite well liked and reputable in the area. That would be one that I would recommend in my view. Um, okay, so I would also ask the attorney, do you live in the area? How often do you close deals in this area? I would ask stuff like that too. You can ask personal things like, do you like living here? What are some of your hobbies? What are some things that I can look forward to when I move here? Some of the same stuff you would ask some of the other folks involved, right? And see what the response is. Get a feel for if you like this person or not. Not just how qualified are they. Do you like them? Do you feel like it's somebody that you can get along with? Because um, other than your agent being your first point of contact, this hire is arguably the most important of your entire sales transaction. So you really want to get it right. See how they respond, and see if you're building a rapport, right? How's it going, right? Next, I want to talk a little bit about like the advantages of a large firm versus a small firm. So a small firm could be good because you could get a lot of personal attention, which is great, particularly if you're a first time home buyer or first time seller. You might like that extra attention. Um, that's great. Um, but if, for example, it's a one or two person show, if that one or two people are out of office for lunch and you kind of need something on the fly, it's not going to happen. Or if that one or two person show is very, very busy with their other clientele, they're not necessarily going to be able to get back to you right away. Okay? So there's positives and negatives of that. Now moving to the larger companies or even mid-size, if you know attorney A is out for whatever reason, attorney B can step it up and can come in and join the show and help you with your questions and help get any concerns remedied, right? Or the paralegal or somebody else working there, a closing attorney, whatever have you. Um, so it could be good to have a larger company involved. Having said that, you might not get as much personalized attention, and sometimes you can get lost in the sauce of the transaction. But regardless of which way you go, definitely keep your agent involved in the decision making process. We're certainly going to help you. I want to talk to a little bit about my experience with real estate specialized attorneys. So here in the markets in which I serve, there are collections of attorneys that are real estate specialized attorneys. Many of them charge a flat rate, which is very, very important. So let me just make up a number here. This is completely made up. Every attorney reserves their right to charge what they charge. Let's say you hire a flat rate attorney for $2,000 or $2,200, whatever it may be. That can really be helpful